My name is Corey Preston, and I'm the founder of Mental Health Simplified, an organization that supports the greater Metro Vancouver area and actually all across Canada online. I'm also a speaker and mental health advocate. And yeah, what else do you want me to say?
Well, today's theme is mental health, and it's been 4 years since I saw you last, and yeah, you definitely delved into the mental health world. Why is it important to you?
Well, I mean, you've seen me speak before and know that I climbed off the streets about 8 years ago. I suffered and still have symptoms of PTSD that I'm going to be actively healing for the rest of my life. And so, I have 3 suicide attempts, overcame gang life, I overcame homelessness, Oxycontin addiction, you name it. I know mental health inside and out, been out in and out of forensic psychiatric wards. I've had depression and PTSD most of my life. And so when I finally got on the other side of it, and I saw that the grass was actually greener, it wasn't charred volcano land like I thought it was going to be, I realized that, this message has to get out to the rest of the world that, self-love, acceptance, forgiveness, all these elements of life that allow us to feel peace are so crucial. And I wanted to share that message with as many people as I can.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that with us. 4 years ago, when you and I connected, we were different versions of us for sure. I speaking for myself, I was just coming out of the whole numbing phase. Just didn't want to feel anything, and I love the fact that I can feel now. How did you deal with that, like that transition? Because I'm quite certain you have to be able to feel the crappy stuff in order to feel the positive side. You can't just numb one side.
Absolutely. I mean, I was spiritually bypassing, emotionally bypassing, which just means I was avoiding my emotions. Up till about 4 years ago, I was in my healing journey for about 7-8 years, but I just wasn't ready to truly go to that dark place inside of my heart and feel the pain of being molested, feel the pain of being abandoned, all these different elements of my life. I was so fearful of experiencing them. And so I actually had a psychological breakdown when COVID hit, just a little bit after we actually met. And I lost everything. I lost my house, I lost my partner, I lost, part of my family. I just so much grief all at once, and I didn't know what to do. I just broke down and I almost took my life. I almost smashed my head into a toilet and I said, fuck it, I'm out of here, and it ended up being one of the best things I could have ever done in my life, because the pain got so bad that I was actually able to awaken to the fact that I need to prioritize my healing.
And how's that journey been?
Beautiful. I'm here. I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm feeling. I'm living. I have success in business. I have a mental health organization. And those are all great things. But just the fact that I can wake up in the morning and my negative thoughts aren't attacking me like they used to, and I don't have to feel that loneliness inside of my heart every fucking day. I can truly live, I can truly be. And I've allowed that space to open up where other people come to me and they actually love and they care for me because I love and care for myself.
Yeah. So for those that probably don't understand or may not have been in that space, what's that? My version of you wake up and say, oh my God, I gotta go through this again, right? It's like, and that feeling of I'm not desperate enough to end it, but now it's like you're waking up. It's like it's just having to go through the motions again. I understand what you went through, but can you describe your version of that?
Up to 4 years ago, I thought just meditating every day and just numbing through meditation and avoidance and distractions was healing. And that's not to take away from self-regulation tools to help you, but it didn't allow me to go into my childhood trauma, go into the molestations, go into the things that changed the core essence of who I was. And when I had my breakdown and I almost killed myself, it was a polarizing moment in my life. And I remember that very night I watched Eckhart Tolle for 8 hours crying and screaming because I felt the pain like it was burning my soul inside. And, it was the first time that I was not disconnected from my feelings, that everything hit me like a fucking brick just right in the face. And it was so overwhelming. It stayed for 2 weeks where the grief finally came in. All the loss, everything in my life, all that pain connected back to me. And at first it was so overwhelming that my dad would call me 10 times a day to make sure I wasn't going to kill myself because it was such a bad situation I was in. And after 2 weeks, I started setting up a plan. It's like, I'm going to work out in the morning. I'm going to start meditating. I'm going to start working on, journaling. And I started just diving so deep and profound into my journey of healing. I read over like 200 books on psychology, healing, all this stuff. And I just became obsessed with healing because I wanted to get this fucking demon out of me because I didn't want to feel sad and suicidal anymore. I realized that there was a fire inside of me and I had to put it out. And the only way I was going to put it out was love. And the more I took care of myself, the more love I gave to myself. And eventually it connected to the fact, hey, I'm fucking loving myself right now. Yeah. And eventually that darkness, that voice in my mind that wanted to kill me, make me eat pills, make me smash my head in a toilet, it started going away. It started getting replaced with the inner guardian. The one that's saying, hey, don't hang out with those people. Don't do those things. Don't act that way. Be accountable. A total transformation. In my heart, I started connecting with Corey again. The real Corey, not the pain.
Thanks for sharing that, brother. So, last question. For those that are suffering and with this stigma that still exists around asking for help, especially in the mental health realm, what do you have to say to them?
On the other side of fear, of opening that door to getting help and being vulnerable, is the most profound and beautiful life that you can ever have. Do not live in the belly of fear and anticipation. Take action, as hard and as annoying as it may sound to hear that. Take action. Act, act, act. Don't think about it. Don't analyze it. Just act right away. Because the sooner you get help, the sooner you get through those doors, you will not look at the past anymore. You'll be looking at now. You'll start loving yourself. It is a journey. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're not gonna feel like a different person the next day. It's gonna be a process. But in this process, every single day that you step forward and you heal more, things will get better. The pressure on your shoulders will start to lighten. And you'll start feeling peace again and joy. Things that people that are suffering with trauma never fucking feel, you will feel.